Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good, So, my anime people, we have gotten the end of this woman-hating show. But to be fair, it did end relatively not as like death heavy as I expected. I mean, we did lose even the main character, so it's not too surprising that after all this happens, um, he would want to be with somebody that had to go through the worst of the worst, just to just to help everybody in the whole entire existence, live and stuff. She had to then go through, you know, hell and back to witness it and to then see her, still smiling and, giddy was actually pretty crazy. Like to think of all this stuff. Excuse me. To think of everything she's been through and to still kind of just like write it off and be okay with it. It's very powerful to her, or to me as a watcher, and just seeing, like that's absolutely ridiculous, right? Like, she had to watch the end of all time pretty much, and then after watching it, live on the whole time without talking or visiting with her father or mother, so it's these types of things that give you the expectations in this show that I did not expect that at all. And to think that it ended this way and it was pretty good overall, I respect their choice on, going the way they did. They kind of went the route of we don't care and we're just gonna give it to you the way that we see it fit, so which was fine. I feel like in this case, a lot of different things were touched upon, and even though we kind of get lost when it comes down to who actually is at fault in some of this stuff. I wanted to get that, but I can't. Okay. I look forward to just seeing what people like think about this show as a whole because not a lot of not a lot of people I feel like are going to get past a certain amount of stuff within this show because of how brutal like they just continuously take lives of really great characters and kind of just continue on. They're like, well, that happened. Screw it, and it sucks. But at the same time, it makes a little bit more sense now than it did prior. Like he does show up and save Kana at just like in the nick of time when it comes down to her, reaching out and looking at the picture that she showed us, prior, coming to find out that it's Amanda, and once she gets like ripped through, um, she gets ripped through that wormhole, she ends up having a daughter, which is his daughter, which now he got to spend all that time with her at least, and even made it so she doesn't want to lose her life and live on. He now gets to spend time with his other daughter, who he did lose quite a bit of time, not being able to see her and whatnot. So it's a it's a powerful story with him being able to, kind of write these moments back uh, from all the time he had to just do by going through pain and suffering himself to then, helping and protecting the whole entire world, and I just broke my legs. But overall, I think it's safe to say that this show was pretty good, like as a whole, in my opinion. I definitely did expect. Oh my god, I expected certain things to kind of pop off and transpire, but I don't know. It felt like they did put a lot of, the doubts that I had to rest. Oh my God, and I had to get that thing too. I messed up. Um, there's a lot of things that I expect to happen in this show that kind of just didn't happen. I expected a lot more explanation and stuff, but it didn't necessarily need to happen. And regardless of it happening, we're now in a phase where the whole entire world is kind of benefiting off them, doing what they did. But at the same time, they're stuck in like an infinite, loop of nothingness that they just have to witness like the creation of the world, or like the birth of, everything that transpired. But it's almost like they're starting over and watching it back. And now we know exactly what happened as soon as she pretty much gets taken. Like she shows up out of nowhere when we're first watching. We have no idea who or what she could be. And after that, we find out all this stuff that, she kind of represents, and everything she's been through to even get to this point. So now it feels like a much more, powerful story as a whole. Oh, this person thought I didn't open that door. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you're thinking about it. The other thing that I kind of did get a little bit of a to was the overall handling of the final bad guy, and having, like a Deus Ex Machina kind of show up and grab him and take the shot, Goku versus Piccolo and Raditz style, so that was kind of weird. But I don't know how else they would have stopped this guy. He already started to break the rules by having, some assistance by what's his face, Empress, or the Emperor's like bodyguard shows up and he's like, I won't let you die. And so he's literally thinking he's helping while the whole time he's ruining everything. So yeah, that is a thing. I'm sorry. This is probably the most confusing map in Code Vein, so I do want to apologize that I didn't get to show you guys too much stuff going on in this. But yeah, overall, I will definitely talk to you in the next one. This show was pretty amazing over as a whole, and I do hope that when we get this OVA, they stop messing with us and teasing us and give us the name that they actually put up for the tree. I'm guessing it was Salus though. Like if I'm a guessing man, I would guess Salus. So if it is, you know who it is. I'm the best. Nah, but they might not have called it that just because they already said that the mother, was like with them. She was already practically experiencing everything regardless because she's inside of the daughter. So maybe it wasn't Salus and maybe it's something else. I'm just guessing, like I said. But overall, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I will definitely talk to you whenever some new content drops, even if it's stuff that I have no idea when it's coming. I will definitely be looking out for it as a whole, to get it out as quickly as possible to you guys so I can hear what you're feeling about it, or just overall if you're going to watch it and want me to review it. So with all that being said, take care, and I will talk to you very soon. Thanks for keeping up with me on this series. It's been fun, but now I get to find some animes that hopefully don't have as long as titles. But with that, everybody, take care and peace.